just want to thank you for coming and joining me today. I first moved and I relocated to another area. I was through your process. The care that you can get out of it as well. Welcome back to Happy Life, Better Life. So today, I have a question for you. What if you found out that it was in your power to create the life that you really wanted? That means whatever you wanted to be, do, or have. That answers or permission that you were waiting for wasn't necessary. That if all this time while you've been waiting for, I don't know, God's approval or the approval of others, you got to a place where you found out that you could have just pursued whatever it was that you dreamed about. That all along, that power was right within your own hands. Well, the truth is, it is within your power to create the life that you want, to become the things that you want to become, to do the things that you want to do. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but this is what you need to know, especially for those of us who are starting over in our 40s and 50s. It's important to be intentional. Thankfully, this week I had the opportunity to begin the process of pursuing my bliss. That's what I call it. Pursuing my bliss. I have been at the same job for almost 10 years. And I was getting to the place where I just felt stifled. I felt unhappy. I felt like I wasn't growing. I felt like I wasn't where I was supposed to be, and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't using any of my gifts, talents, or abilities in what I did. But it was a secure job. It was, 9 to 5, pretty much. Actually, it was more like 7:30 to 4. And it had benefits, medical benefits. It had time off. It had, paid time off, I should say. It had sick days. It had retirement. It had all these things. And when I initially got that job, I said to myself, oh, this is something I can retire from. That's what I thought. But then things happened that changed your whole perspective, There were people in my family that died. And it wasn't like they were sick or anything, or like we knew it was going to happen. It was just very suddenly. Then COVID came. Then even before COVID, one of my children was dealing with a lot of struggles, health-wise, and things that really impacted their life. And I've just gotten to the place where I know that the status quo is just not good enough. It's not sufficient. It's not. So it's time for me to make changes and pursue the changes I really want to see for myself, but also for my family, for my children, because even my example could spur them on to pursuing the things that they want to do, be, and have. I'm probably saying that wrong, but you get the point. So basically, I'm in a place now where I'm starting over once again, and I feel excited about that. I know that I have the ability to create the life that I want to see. I know that I have the ability to do the things that I want to do and pursue them. And I'm not saying it's going to make sense to everyone, but I don't need their approval. I'm not going to be sitting and waiting for all the stars to align, because guess what? That usually doesn't happen. I heard a saying last week, and it was something like, anyone who does something big, does something great, has to defy the status quo. They have to go on the uncharted path in order to do something new. And so that's what I'm doing. I don't know what it all is going to entail. I know it involves relocating rather to another area. And while I felt a weight and I felt burdened leading up to making that decision, once I finally acted on the decision, like when I typed up that letter of resignation and handed it in, I'm telling you, the only thing I felt was free. Despite the uncertainties, despite the fact that things aren't lining up exactly the way that I want them to, and I handed in my resignation, but I'm not going to be leaving right away. It may take 2 to 3 months before I actually relocate to the other area, or maybe not. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I feel like I've gotten this huge weight off of my shoulders. You know, like I've gotten this monkey off of my back. Like I have an opportunity to do something new, to do something grand, and that I don't want to waste this chance. So I'm just sharing that with you today. I hope you feel inspired. I hope you feel encouraged. I hope you feel brave. That's something I've been hearing over and over again. People telling me how brave I am. And I'm so happy for you, and you're so brave, and you're so brave. I'm going to be honest, I didn't feel like it was bravery because it felt like something I just had to do. I knew what lied ahead if I continued on the path that I was on. I knew what next year would look like, what the year after that would look like, and it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I needed. So I just want to encourage you today, because I want you to live a happy life and a better life. So pursue relentlessly, pursue fearlessly, pursue unabashedly, pursue your dreams, and have a great day. Bye-bye.